I'm an attorney at law. They said, we don't care. You're not a white guy. Whoever you are, get out. And they chucked him out. And that's when Gandhi realized, hold on a second, we are slaves. We are slaves. And then he realized that he has to go back to India to free India in order to be free here in South Africa. So he went to India. So wait. Jinnah was a completely different story. Jinnah had a change of heart. Jinnah was a completely anglicized Indian.
That's right.
Okay, he was eating bacon sandwiches. He was playing billiard. He was dressing like he was completely English. Okay, but then Iqbal and people like Iqbal, they met Jinnah and they explained the situation to him that you have skills because he was one of the top barristers in the country.
That's right,
and he was one of the richest men in India. An Indian who was one of the richest men in India at the time. He had a lot of money because he, made all his money here by practicing law. Jinnah. And then he realized, hold on a second, my people need me. They need representation. The Maulvis couldn't do it because they didn't have the education he had, because he was educated by the white people here in white institutions or British institutions, to use the right term. And he had the knowledge, and he had the law, and he had the ability to talk to them by looking them in the eye. So that's why, cut the long story short, when Jinnah came back to India to fight the case of the Muslims, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew a Muslim homeland is absolutely necessary. Why? The Sikhs failed in it. I'll tell you why. Because of leadership. The Sikhs had Master Tara Singh. Yes? Master Tara Singh. No, Master Tara Singh.
Punjab, a unified kingdom.
No. I know Ranjit Singh. I know all of that. No. You're going back too early.
That was good though, yeah?
Yeah, of course, yeah. You're going back too early, man. You're talking about Dalip Singh, and Dalip Singh was sent here as an exile, and he was
sent. He was kidnapped.
He was kidnapped, yes. He was kidnapped with his mother. His mother was kept in Calcutta. I know all the history. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about why the Sikhs couldn't get a separate homeland. And this is why now Sikhs are being treated as second-class citizens in India by the ruling party, the BJP, right? Okay. And recent events have shown us that these guys are not able to govern inclusively. They cannot. They don't have the ability. The government right now has shown conclusively that they cannot be fair with the Sikhs, they cannot be fair with the Muslims, they cannot be fair with the Christians and other classes, even Dalits, the lower classes, right? So this is something the Muslim leaders had seen even in the 19th century. Sir Sayyid, let me finish. Let me very quickly. Yeah. I'm finishing my point.
Are you talking about the RSS?
I'm talking about Bajrang Dal, RSS, BJP. The current ruling.
Can I say something to you?
So look, this is what Muslims leaders could see. They could see this coming, and Sikh leaders. People like Master Tara Chand, Master Tara Singh.
Some of them are collaborating with the BJP.
No.
Yeah, but look, I'll come to that.
Because the leadership was not effective enough. They didn't have educated people like Jinnah and Gandhi, barristers at law, right? That's why the Sikhs couldn't argue the case effectively. The Muslims
got killed. So you had Bhagat Singh, you had Udham Singh, and the first thing Gandhi did was
these were activists.
Gandhi asked for Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, to be hanged by the British. He said, as long as they're around, guess what? We're not going to get a deal.
To be fair with Gandhi, Gandhi was a pacifist. Gandhi was himself killed by Hindus. Call them RSS or call them, if you want to call them Bajrang Dal or whatever. Gandhi himself was shot dead by extremist Hindus. Why? Because they found him to be too lenient and too soft towards Muslims and Sikhs. Okay, Gandhi was a pacifist. So what Bhagat Singh did, was against his philosophy. So he was consistent with his philosophy, right? Bhagat Singh, what he did for the Sikhs after the Jallianwala Bagh incident, any Sikh, Sikhs, how many sacrifices they gave for the British Raj, even in the Indian Mutiny. Not a lot of people know this. When the native armies rose in rebellion against British Raj, the Sikhs sided with the British. Did you know that?
They didn't.
No, they did. They did. Wait.
Sikh soldiers who were in the British Indian army were on their side. Not Sikh rebels.
That was that was the entirety of the Sikh army. When Ranjit Singh was dead in 1839, who came to power? Who came to power? Ranjit Singh's son, Khadak Singh. Khadak Singh was killed off by his own Sardars. Then Nonihal Singh, his son, right? He was also assassinated. Long story, yeah? Sher Singh comes to power. Sher Singh, within 2 years, he's dead. He's killed. What follows is chaos. An empire created by a genius like Ranjit Singh. He was a genius. I believe he was a political genius. The way he carved, because Sardars were not easy to control. Okay? And amazingly, even someone like Ranjit Singh had to use Muslims to do the foreign, what do you call it? You know, the foreign secretary was a Muslim.
Ambassador work.
Ambassador, yeah. Even the treasurer and the prime minister. They were three brothers, Fakir brothers. I don't even. Fakir, Azizuddin, Nuruddin,
we
and
believe in best man for the job. Doesn't matter who you are.
Exactly. Because some of the Sardars came to Ranjit Singh and they said, why do you have these Muslims doing all these important jobs? Ranjit Singh said, bring a Sardar to me who can do the same job. I'll put the Sardar there. So even he acknowledged the excellence where it existed.
100%.
The point is, after that, the Sikh army, which was battle-hardened, well-trained army, it was left without leaders. Because, as you said, Duleep Singh was the last surviving child.
What the British did was.
Sorry.
Let me tell you the actual story now. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Let me quickly finish. And the last surviving son of Ranjit Singh was kidnapped, as you said it, and he was brought to Britain, and he was raised as a Christian, and then he reasserted his Sikh identity when he met his mother in his 20s. When he met his mother, he went back to India, met Rani Kaur, okay, and then she reminded him that you are Sikh, you've cut your hair and everything. And he came back to Sikhism, he studied his history, and then he started a struggle within himself that I want to go back to Punjab and assert my right. And he was not allowed to do so. He died a very depressed man in Paris.
No, he was poisoned.
No.
He was murdered.
We don't know the details, but he died in Paris. He died in Paris. Anyway,
he had 6 kids, but none
the point I'm making is
No, they were given bromine,
the point I'm making is the Sikh army was left without a leader. So the natural thing for the Sikh army to do was to join the British army.
No, that's not what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
So the British, when they come in 1805 to Punjab first, they got taken out by 1,000 warriors, 10,000 the East India Company army, sponsored by the Rothschilds.
Okay.
Rothschilds,
Okay.
So no, in any conflict, there's somebody paying for something, and you know generally who that is. Yeah, people with money. Right. So they went away for 40 years. They studied who are these Punjabis, who are the people. They studied them and they waited for Ranjit Singh to die. Then they made sure that people were assassinated and poisoned. Yeah.
No.
No. I'm telling you.
Who was Ranjit Singh?
Not Ranjit Singh. Ranjit Singh died naturally.
Yeah.
But out of his children, 2 of them were assassinated and poisoned and murdered. Yeah. Because that's standard procedure. Yeah. Right.
No. This was
after that. Wait.
Was
Let me tell you
because
what
of
the
the
did. They recruited the Maharaj of Patiala. Maharaj of Nabha, Maharaj of Kashmir.
Yeah. This is later.
Yeah. They recruited all. No.
The Dogras. The Dogras are not Sikh. They were Hindus.
The Hindus.
Maharaja Gulab Singh was Hindu.
But no. Then
they were Dogras.
They were mixed as well. Yeah.
No. They were not Sikhs.
They mixed.
Patiala was Sikhs. Patiala.
Sikhs. So Nabha. Dogras.
Trust me, when it comes to Sikh history,
When it comes to history.
Dogras in the UK.
Yeah, that's right. I know Sikh. Yeah.
No. Dogra is a caste. Dogra is like a surname. You know, it's like a caste.
So some of them
they can be Sikhs and Hindu. Like Jat. Jat can be Hindus.
Jat exists in Pakistan. Jat exists in Pakistan.
Yeah, Muslim. My dadi was Jat. My dadi was Jat.
All of these castes exist in Pakistan.
Yes, they do.
Jat, Darkhan, they all
Dogra, Jat,
It's the same country. The mulk is the same. So let's not get it twisted.
Yes.
Let's not get it twisted.
Right, so anyway,
Rajput, yes.
Where we were. So
let's not get it twisted.
The Maharaja got with the British, and it became illegal to be a Sikh warrior. So see this. This was illegal for 90 years. You're not allowed to wear damalla. Yeah, so you could only wear triangle pug, which is a little topi. Yeah,
this is true.
Not wear damalla. This protects your brain.
No, do malla means two.
Yeah, two turbans.
Two turbans.
So it became illegal.
2 turbans.
It was illegal to be a Khalsa. So then what they did was they recruited Punjabi soldiers from Punjab to join the British Army. This is after 1857.
It's okay, Raj, you won't know about this. It's Sikh history.
1880s.
It's okay, Raj.
Brother.
You won't know.
Listen to me.
You won't know, Raj. I'm very calm. I'm very calm.
Calm down. We're having a good discussion. We're having a good discussion.
A really good discussion. Punjabi Para having a discussion.
I'm speaking to this man.
1 minute.
Oh, don't worry about it.
So they made it illegal to be a warrior.
Yeah.
So then all they did is recruited Punjabi, mostly Jats, from Musulman Jats, Sikh Jats, blah blah, and they added them into the British Army, and they paid them money, yeah? And they sent them abroad.
No.
I met a Gora general
Yeah.
who said that our aim was to wipe out all the Sardars, all the Punjabis, wipe them out. Because they built prisons there, jails there, and they were going to kill everyone.
That would be impossible.
Then one soldier said, listen, let's recruit them in the army, send them abroad, let them fight for us. They want to fight, let them fight other people, and we'll pay them money. So they started recruiting Punjabi soldiers
the reality is,
to send abroad.
Historically, the reality is, after the demise of the Sikh Empire in Punjab, the army was left leaderless, okay? And and soldiers, they don't know anything other than fighting. Yes.
But it became
okay.
illegal.
No. Believe me. Read the history of Indian Mutiny. There was an entire Sikh contingent. Wait. That was fighting with the British. They went inside the city. Okay. And they were part of the looting. I mean, I'm not making these things up.
No.
If I'm wrong, go and do your research.
I
have. Hindus and Muslims. The majority was Hindu. Those who were fighting the British during the Indian Mutiny, the majority. Those who started the rebellion were the Hindus, right? No.
They were Muslims, so they didn't want to fight the bullets which had fat.
That's right, pig fat.
So what happened to Hindus?
No, that's what started it.
No.
That started
what happened to Hindus? You just said they were Muslims. Everyone sees Muslims. Everyone's having nightmares of Muslims. But what happened to Hindus?
They used pig fat in ammunition.
And the cow fat. You know Mangal Pandey? You know Mangal Pandey? Do you know Mangal Pandey? No. Do you know why the rebels were called Pandis? By the British. Go on, no. Look, I don't want you to go and dig too deep. William Dalrymple. Wait. William Dalrymple. Well, I'm giving the name of a book. Go and read it and come back to me. You have 1 week.
Anyway,
William Dalrymple, The Last Mughal. His book, The Last Mughal. Read it. He gives all the historical sources as to why he's saying what he's saying. He tells you who was fighting, why, when, where. Okay, he will tell you exactly what happened because he's a historian and he's
you read the Gora man's version of your history.
No.
I read the Punjabi version.
No. There's no Gora and Punjabi version in history.
I'm telling you the Punjabi version of our history.
I'm telling you.
You're telling me the Gora version.
Wait.
So the Gora version.
He was a Muslim.
Wait.
No, listen to me.
Who wrote that book?
If you're going to read Gora books, I'm afraid you're going to have the Gora narrative. I read the Punjabi books, and I went to the University of Lahore in Pakistan. And I sat down with the professors, and they filled in all the gaps that I didn't know.
Okay,
I was like, wow. And the guy said to me, Kaka, he goes, Pot, aaya kar Lahore, aaya kar Punjab. He goes, we'll sit down. He goes, I'll fill in all the gaps. See all this Gora stuff you've written? He goes, forget it all. It's the Gora version. Now let me tell you the Punjabi version. The Punjabi version is this.
Move on this side.
They made it illegal
to
be anybody that wasn't subservient to the British. Same as they did with the black people in
There
Africa and America and Australia. So you know McDonald's is a franchise. The original franchise was like the Spanish, the British and the Romans. The Roman franchise was then used by the British and the Spanish.
Let me stop
and
you.
The British
wait.
franchise was, you be a good lad, you speak my language, so we're speaking in the Gora language.
Where is the Punjabi version?
So listen to this.
Wait.
Gora have got one Romeo Juliet, Punjabis have got 10.
Yeah.
We've got superior language with superior culture.
Yeah.
Why do I want to be a rubbish version of me?
Yeah.
See me, the Punjabi version, you're my bra. You look like me. You act like me, you're good looking. Same as me.
Thank you for that.
You also have many different languages and access to many cultures and many foods.
Yes.
That's what makes you so brilliant. Now see me and you, we're here to celebrate the world.
Yes.
Okay? Now see me,
I agree.
a lot of English people say, are you not upset that we stole the Kohinoor and all the other gold and that? I said, listen, history's in the past. I've learnt my lesson, which is don't follow money and power, don't follow bankers, don't follow the establishment.
Do you think
be independent?
This is a very good point you raised. Kohinoor. Do you think Kohinoor was stolen by the British?
Of course it was. Yeah, of course it was.
I think the British have the strongest claim.
They had what?
British have the strongest.
Listen, listen, all right, I'm not going to call anybody stupid. Let me just tell you.
No, let's talk about it.
You kidnap a 6-year-old Maharaja,
yeah.
You convert him to Christianity, and you make him sign over all the gold in Punjab, all the jewels in Punjab, and the whole of Punjab, which is bigger than like Germany, and you think that that's okay?
Yeah.
Because you've got a signature.
So would you say the same thing about Maharaja Ranjit Singh for doing the same thing with Kohinoor?
No.
Wait. Let us establish the history. The British got hold of Kohinoor from the Sikhs.
That's right, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The question is, where did the Sikhs get it from?
They got it from the
Who?
empire where they took over
Ah.
the area.
No.
They took it with Jutti.
I can argue the same. Maharaja Ranjit Singh stole it.
No, he didn't stole it.
No.
What it was.
No.
India,
It wasn't booty. The way Maharaja Ranjit Singh acquired it is far less moral than the way British acquired it.
Go on,
Okay,
carry on.
I'm not a British agent, or I'm not speaking for colonialism here. Okay, I'm being fair with history.
How did he acquire it?
Maharaja Ranjit Singh acquired it by giving refuge to the Afghan leaders, Shah Shuja.
Refuge,
Wait.
yeah.
They were given refuge in Lahore.
Yeah.
Okay, because they had war going on in Afghanistan, civil war.
Yeah.
So Shah Shuja,
Yeah.
who was a very vulnerable man,
Yeah.
he sought refuge
Yeah.
with Maharaja Ranjit Singh. The moral thing should have been to give them refuge and leave them alone. What Maharaja Sahib did was he kept asking him to give Kohinoor, and Shah Shuja didn't want to give it. Shah Shuja, and he actually don't believe me again.
Carry on. I'll
Go.
tell you the Punjabi version.
Don't.
You
No.
tell me the Urdu version.
Punjabi version. I'm telling you, Khushwant Singh.
Okay.
Go and read. You know Khushwant Singh, right?
A little bit
No. Come on, man. He would pay.
I believe he's a little bit, he's 50-50.
Oh.
He sometimes writes something good.
He's complete Punjabi.
No,
He's
Punjabi,
100%
but like
Punjabi.
you, he's educated by the British. So
No.
He gets a bit delusional by a British version of history.
Khushwant
which the
Singh-
cowboys were the goodies, and the Indians were the baddies, and the cowboys killed the Indians.
Listen,
And in Australia,
I see this attitude
the
in some
whiteys were the
Muslims.
goodies, and they killed
You know
the
this
Aboriginals.
attitude. This attitude you have that anything coming
British
from the
history is
British.
a lie.
Wait.
Well, I'm afraid I've read both histories, and guess what? It was a lie.
Papa ji, thoda ek mainu bol bhi learn do thoda ji. I'm saying, that British, this attitude we have,
Yeah.
whether we are Muslims or Sikhs, or that the British, anything they give us in history is a lie. Okay, and our historians are telling the truth.
Okay.
This in itself is a lie. I'll tell you why. Why? History is the study of the past.
No, history
Okay,
is written by
wait.
the victors.
Oh, yara.
Come on, man.
Oh, let me finish.
Get it right.
Let me
History is
finish.
written by the
Let me
victors.
finish.
The victor writes.
Let me
So,
look. I'll tell you what happened. The British historians glorified the British Raj. Wait. Okay.
British Empire.
The Sikh historians glorified Maharaja Ranjit Singh as an angel.
No, they
The
didn't.
Muslim historians, I'm telling you, Muslim historians, they glorified the Mughals as embodiments of morality and an epitome of kindness and justice. Okay, no, all of this is not acceptable. A historian's job is to dig out the fact and put all the sources in front of him and come up with what actually happened, right? You ignore all the panegyrics and all the praise of the Maharajas and the kings and the sultans and the viceroys, okay? You ignore them because that's not history. That's someone trying to get paid, okay, by the ruler. Okay? So historian's job is not as simple as once upon a time there was a fox and there was a cat and they lived happily ever after. That's not history. History is actually getting into the narratives and bringing out what may have happened. With this issue, how Maharaja Ranjit Singh acquired the Kohinoor from the Afghan rulers, there is no other history on this. Go and read the Sikh version. Sikhs will say Maharaja ji, he had his reasons to do what he did. The Afghans are telling you Maharaja robbed us. Okay, he gave us refuge, and after giving us refuge, he basically turned around and said, you can't go anywhere. You are prisoners. You're effectively prisoners, and you cannot leave until you give me Kohinoor. And then Kohinoor was eventually given to Maharaja Sahib. And Kohinoor is any man who wore Kohinoor. I mean, this may be superstition. That man and his dynasty was destroyed. The Mughals, for example, they had the Kohinoor in the peacock throne, and it was taken by the Persian invader Nadir Shah. Nadir Shah took it. They broke the throne. They took out the Kohinoor, and then it came into the hands of the Afghans. Ahmad Shah. From Ahmad Shah, it came to his children Taimur Shah and Shah Zaman and Shah Shuja. Right after Shah Shuja, when he took refuge in Lahore, he had all his treasure with him. The Maharaja Sahib knew that he has the Kohinoor. Okay, and he actually sent his men inside the haram, into even the ladies' chamber to go and search for the Kohinoor, and they couldn't find it. Then Shah Shuja gave it eventually, and then Maharaja Ranjit Singh had it on his arm, and then his own empire was. But the only reason the British Empire has survived.
Just explain what Kohinoor is, because people might not even know.
Kohinoor is the diamond. It is one of the biggest diamonds in the world,
and it's cut in half
Oh, it was cut.
by the Queen, so that the British.
No.
use their
It was
arms.
done by Queen Victoria's husband. It was done by Albert. Prince Albert. He cut it into.
Half is in the Queen's the crown. And half is in the scepter.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's in the scepter.
No.
It is.
There's only one. There's only one.
It's cut in two pieces.
No.
That's the only way.
No. What happened was it was a certain size, and then because it wasn't done very neatly by the previous possessors. So what Prince Albert did, he gave it to jewelers to, sharpen it to make it beautiful. And in that process, the diamond basically got reduced to half its size. So, but it's still there. It's in the, the one we see in the crown.
In the scepter as well,
No.
Sure.
No.
So
They
we'll have
lost.
to look that up.
When they cut it, they lose all the bits. They lost it. Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
so listen to this. So back to the original question. So you're saying, so one king, Ranjit Singh, gave refuge to the Afghan, saved his life, and then he got the diamond.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, the British Empire converted a 6-year-old to another religion, forced conversion, and then stole it off him. So you're saying it's better to convert someone at the age of 6. Yeah, religious conversion is much better than saving someone's life and taking it as a gift.
Let me respond.
So
Let me
see how
respond.
silly that sounds.
No, let me respond.
Converting a 6-year-old
I'm responding.
Converting anyone.
Oh, yeah, I'm responding.
Whoever you are, no problem. Stay
I'm
as you are.
responding.
Be a good version.
I never said, I did not say once that what they did to Maharaja Duleep Singh was right, was moral. I never said that once. Never said that once.
You
no.
said the,
no.
You said
this is not
the
how
way
they
acquired it was less ethical
No.
than the way the British did.
No,
the
the
British converted a 6-year-old.
No, the British.
6 years old. What do you know?
No, I'm making
I'm
making it clear. Wait. You asked the question.
It's not. Oh,
it's
an et.
You asked a question, let me respond to it. How the British acquired it? When there were 2 wars between British and the Sikhs.
There's 3.
Yes?
There's 3.
Oh, 2 major ones. And the last one was, I don't know what it was called, 1849? No. Was it 1849 or 1846?
1857 was the last.
No. That's the Indian Mutiny. 1849 or 1846. Sorry?
Anglo-Sikh was the last one, was 1857.
No, yaar, nahi si na, yaar, no. Oh,
you're quoting the Gora
Anglo-Sikh, can you Google Anglo-Sikh wars? One was 1846, the other one, the second, the decisive one was 1849. It was called the Battle of, No. I forgot the name of the place where the battle. It happened near Gujarat, near Pakistani Gujarat, Punjab Gujarat. It happened there.
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Anyway,
the point I'm making is, after the battle, after the Sikh had lost, and Punjab was annexed by John Lawrence, okay, the British administrator, they said the terms of treaty are as follows, and one of them was that you will hand over Kohinoor to us. That was one of the terms of the treaties, and they reluctantly agreed.
Who agreed?
The Sikh leadership. The
Sikh leadership. A 6-year-old kid?
No.
A 6-year-old
Maharani Kaur. Maharani Jind Kaur. Yaar, 6 years old cannot govern. It was his mother. It was his mother, Maharani Jind Kaur, the last and the youngest wife of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who was the mother of Duleep Singh.
So they kidnapped her kid, sent him to England. And then
why are you jumping from the diamond to the kidnap?
When they kidnapped her child, they're getting her to sign over all the land.
What are the dates?
Country the size of Germany and all the gold and jewelry.
I'm not justifying.
Listen to yourself.
Okay.
You're giving me the Gora narrative, and I'm shocked. You're giving me the Gora version.
If you let me speak, you will know my narrative. If you let me speak, you will know my narrative. You will agree with me.
Punjabi said,
you will agree with me.
We don't agree with Gora Raj. Because the Goria Farangis, ਇਹ ਹੈਗੇ ਕੁੱਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਭਰਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਾਈ ਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਇਕੱਠੀ
I don't agree with that.
ਰੋਟੀ ਕਪੜਾ ਔਰ ਮਕਾਨ
No.
as a Punjabi you're Punjabi
even that's racist.
You can run away.
Even that's racist.
No, listen to me. You can run away and go where you want. Your language is Punjabi. Your
Yes,
food is
and
Punjabi.
I love it.
Your genetics is Punjabi. You
I
can't
love-
deny it.
I love
you
Punjabi
can run
language.
away. You can pretend to be anything else you want.
I love-
But you are a Punjabi first. Your smile is Punjabi.
Do you-
The twinkle in your eye is Punjabi. See that? Because that's your 1,000 years worth of poetry, heritage, language, even music. to this day, you sit back and you think, "Wow, wow, wow."
Okay, let's have a contest in Punjab. Let's do on a positive note. Let's share Baba Bulle Shah's poetry. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
See, now you're talking.
Okay, let's share a poetical verse by Bulle Shah.
Yeah.
Okay, what did Bulle Shah say? Sorry. आसमाना दे उड़दे पंछी आसमाना दे उड़दे पंछी वेख ते सही है की करदे ने ना ये करदे रिस्क ज़हीरा ना ये भुखे मरदे ने कदी किसी ने पंख पखेरू भुखे मरदे वेखे ने बंदे ही करदे रिस्क ज़हीरा बंदे ही भुखे मरदे ने
See?
Did you get that?
Yeah.
So are you convinced? Are you convinced that I am?
Let me tell you. No, listen to this.
I've got the Asli Punjabi.
Let's go to the next line that he said. He said, "Na masjid di, na mandir di, Baba gal suna de andar di." He said, "Banda aaya andar." Labels, they're minor. What's a label? So today I'm British, I'm also English, but I'm also European, I'm also Punjabi, or I'm properly Punjabi, aren't I? Yeah. But I'm also technically Indian, but guess what? Part of me is Pakistani. How many freaking labels am I going to have? But the reality is I'm a banda, I'm a human being. I eat food, roti, kapra, I wear clothes, and I need a makan, shelter.
Let me show you something. You know this pride in Punjab. No, the reason why I'm against. No. The reason why I'm against.
Punjabi, aren't you? Huh? Let's find out. Are you nearly Punjabi?
I could care less.
Where's your origin from? What's this? Comedy.
Punjab.
Come on, man.
That's Punjab, yes.
Yeah, but I couldn't care less. I'm not ashamed of it.
This is what I want to compliment. What he's saying is valid because I don't believe in any sense of ethnic pride. I'll tell you why. Punjabis today are not even from Punjab. They are not ethnically originally from the Punjab region. The light-skinned people, the Punjabis who are light-skinned. Have you noticed? Northern Indians are light-skinned, lighter skin, and Aryans. Punjabis, even the Sikhs originally are Aryans. Okay, where did they come from? They came from the north. They came from the north. So eventually, we all migrated into the Indian subcontinent, and our skin is not the native Indians are Dravidians, and they're dark skin, and they have different features. So having
I didn't believe this until my mum done a DNA test.
Yeah.
And it come back 3% Finnish, 2% Central Asian,
Oh my God.
and 90% Indian. And I was
Okay.
like, well, before that I didn't agree with
Yeah,
that theory.
But this theory is true.
Our relatives are very light.
So our people, Northern Indians, okay, are not the native people of India. They emigrated.
More than 1,000 years. 2,000 years.
So
3,000 years, right.
taking pride in language or land or fields, you can love the land you come from. I love the land I come from. Wallahi, I have so much love for the Punjabi culture. You know, Punjabi poetry. I used to love back in the day Punjabi music as well. I used to listen to all these Malkeet Singh okay, seriously. See, I'm telling you, some of them are my close friends. One of them is Talwar, H.S. Talwar, Harvinder Singh Talwar. You know him? He if you go to him today, he will remember me. This is back in the day, you know, before I was a practicing Muslim. So I was into music. I used to love this.
You've always been a Muslim.
No, I don't.
Listen. Listen, you've always been good.
Yes.
See your smile.
Yes.
See that twinkle? You've always had that. If you ask your mum, you're still a potter now, and you were a potter then. You haven't changed.
Yes.
What's happened is now your understanding of different things has changed a little bit, but you're still the same Hira that you were.
Yes.
Yeah?
Hopefully. Yes.
I'm the same. Listen, I haven't changed.
Yes.
My soul is the same. The body me has grown up a little bit because of my age. And the mind me, which was conditioned by my Christian English education, living in a Gora area. Once I started learning real history of the world by sitting with Native Americans, sitting with the Spanish, sitting with Punjabis in Lahore. Once I learned world history, I was like, wow.
Have you been to the museum? Fakir Khana Museum in Lahore.
In Lahore, no, I haven't.
Man, if you go to
Unless is it the one with the house?
Yes.
The house.
Yes. in old Lahore, you go through the streets. Oh, that's
I'll
the.
call it the House Museum, but yeah, that's a problem.
It's called Fakir Khana because the three brothers, Fakir brothers, who served under Maharaja Ranjit Singh, they had accumulated a lot of objects and paintings and one of the best collections of Sikh miniatures is in that museum.
No, Lahore is Lahore.
Yeah.
You said you've got a lot of Punjabi artifacts yourself.
Yes.
We need to go around these houses one day.
Yeah.
We do.
I have